What is up, YouTube? James Baek here, and welcome back to another episode of VGC 2018 Baek Battles. Today, we are using the Hawlucha team again with Hawlucha, Tapu Lele, Blastoise, Amoonguss, Landis, and the Marowak. So, yeah, let's see if we can just pick up some wins potentially with this team. If you haven't checked out the last episode, I highly recommend go check it out. But, yeah. So, again, I am actually straight recording this right after. I just actually, like, if you haven't seen the last episode, I faced my boy Edu, who got top 4 at 2016 Worlds, and I actually just finished talking to him right after recording because there was a call going on. So I was like, okay, I'll join real quick, and like Edu was like, "Am I on YouTube?" And I'm like, "Yes." Then we talked about the game a bit, but you know about how Pokemon's a competitive game. But yeah, he definitely outplayed me, and there were definitely some turns that could have definitely, I could have definitely played better. So, let us see. Hopefully we find the game too. I would actually really love to find a game. What I need to do also is get more music. Because I need to get the legendaries. Oh, we got Sealand. Oh, wait, I know this person. Okay. So, actually, I do know this person from my streams, actually. He's a player from Germany, even though his tag says Japan. I think he's like, he has a Japanese card or something. And I think the first ever game I played with this team was with the Hawlucha team. So, yeah, this is gonna be real interesting. Real interesting. I don't like this matchup. I really don't. Let's see. Hawlucha Tapu Lele is always my lead. I don't like have another choice. I think what I did was Blastoise and Marowak. I did lose this game. Yeah, I did lose this game, but we'll see here. Let's see if I can pull a run back. Amoonguss is also good. Actually, wait, did I even bring Blastoise? I don't think I brought Blastoise. I think I brought Amoonguss. Yeah, I definitely didn't bring Blastoise. I brought Amoonguss. Yeah. I hope I am remembering it right. I know I led Hawlucha Tapu Lele. I had Marowak for sure. It was either Amoonguss or Landers in the back. It definitely wasn't Blastoise. But we'll see. If people don't recognize this team was actually very common in the original Pokemon Sun and Moon. If you ever played Doubles Battle Spot, it's actually the team that got to #1 on the ladder. It got like 2,000. I think it was like 39, or maybe it was like 40 plus or something like that. But yeah, it was like an insane record. It's a really heavy rain team. You got Mega Swampert, Rock Slide. You have Rain Dance, Kingdra with Walterium Z. You got Standard AV Ludicolo, Damp Rock Pelipper. I don't remember the Politoed set, and Bandit Ferrothorn. I've never seen a Politoed set, I think. Pelipper King just gonna lead here, okay. Maybe I should have let Lele. I mean, Amoonguss combined or something. So, gonna activate the Psychic Surge here. Get my Psychic Seed up. Is it even worth risking Lele right here? Is it worth risking Lele right here? I think that's the question I want to ask myself. Hydro Vortex and a Hawlucha could definitely be a thing, and I'm very sure that picks up a knockout. I'm just gonna Acrobatics the Kingdra, I feel like. Is Acrobatics even a 2K on Kingdra? I guess that's also another question. I think the safe place just to Acrobatics to Pelipper and switch in Amoonguss. The reason I want to do this is because, one, I could Rage Powder redirect attacks away from either my Hawlucha or Lele, depending on if Hawlucha goes down this turn. So I get a lot of damage on the Pelipper. It's not Sash, though. Actually, I could have probably just obliterated it, but I'm pretty sure you Hydro Pump. Oh, you Hydro Pump the Hawlucha. That's unfortunate for my opponent. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Not much I can do, though. So, Hawlucha's still faster than Pelipper. I could just Acrobatics the Pelipper, to be honest, and just Rage Powder. Oh, no, wait. Was it Z-Move Kingdra? It actually might have been Z-Move Ludicolo. It actually might have been Z-Move Ludicolo. I cannot remember. I'm going to Rage Powder Acrobatics here. Because Kingdra couldn't knock me out. Is this going to be Ferrothorn? Okay. I get chip on Ferrothorn, and since this Ferrothorn doesn't have Leech Seed, it doesn't get recovery. So it puts in range of Flare Blitz, I think. Hydro Pump gonna come out. Might be Specs. Oh, that's Specs for sure. For sure. Acrobatics gonna come out. That does so much. Oh my lord. That did 40% to Ferrothorn. I'm gonna Acrobatics, and does Specs Hydro Pump in the rain kill me? I think it might. Well, knock me out. I think it might. I think I'm just gonna Spore and go for it. Hydro Pump does connect in a Mungus. Okay, maybe doubling up the Mungus this turn potentially, which I could see. Acrobatics into the Kingdra. Knockoff, maybe expecting the Marowak here? Okay, so I lose a Mungus there. And this matchup's so obnoxious. Marowak, for sure. Then I Tailwind up. Yeah, I always Tailwind up. Actually... he has one more turn of Tailwind. I should have went into Lele, I think. Well, it depends. I'm gonna try to Tailwind up and protect right here. He might just Hydro Pump my Hawlucha, which would be a good play. But I need Tailwind up. We'll see if Rain Hydro Pump knocks out Hawlucha too. Yep, into Hawlucha. Specs Kingdra, I think. That's too strong. Knockoff into Marowak. Go in the top of Lele. Except it doesn't really look much. I think I have to rely on a Hydro Pump miss. Even then. Because he gets Rain up again, which is like the annoying part. Psychic, Flare Blitz. I don't think there's a reason to switch if you're my opponent. I have to go off a Hydro Pump miss. Okay, I get it. Psychic into Kingdra, Flare Blitz into the Ferrothorn, but I still don't think I win this game because it was Ludicolo in the back. I get swept by Ludicolo. Wait, I Flare Blitz. Oh boy. I guess this is kind of fine actually, now that I think about it. The reason why I think it's kind of fine is because now my opponent can't get Rain up with his loot. Oh man, this is gonna be tough. He does get Fake Out pressure. I think I need a special attack drop. He might just Fake Out and knock off my Lele. Or just go hard into the Pelipper. Maybe I should have just Shadow Boned. I'm pretty sure I lose anyway because he just Hydro Vortexes. There's no way for me to knock out Ludicolo, and even after, like... Yeah, because look, Moonblast is going to go on a Ludicolo, right? But he's just going to Hydro Vortex here. And Lele's not living a Hydro Vortex. Yep. That shouldn't be in a Marowak. I don't... Well, it could be, technically. We'll see. Like, if he targets either one of my slots, it's a knockout, and no matter what, I can't win, so... Hydro Vortex. Yeah, it's in the Lele always. So, even if I protected Lele there, I don't think it's a good call. Because Hydro Vortex through Protect would do so much that it would just... It would just put me in range of probably Scald again. I'm trying to figure out, like... Yeah, I don't think... There's, like, no point in playing the rest because I already know the outcome. It's, like, not in my favor no matter what I do. So, yeah. Like, okay. So, even if I didn't protect Marowak there, let's say I protected Lele and Shadow Boned the Ludicolo or maybe the incoming Pelipper, right? So, no matter what I do there, it's like, okay, but still, like, Shadow Bone's not picking up a knockout on Ludicolo. Even if I knock out the Pelipper, like, Ludicolo already got the chip to where Hydro Vortex picks, like, either... chips my Lele enough to where I think Giga Drain might just even KO Lele, or yeah, I don't think I can win no matter what because like if I target Pelipper, Ludicolo's healthy and I can't one-shot it anyway. And then he gets the KO on either my Marowak or my Tapu Lele at that point. And yeah, if I didn't protect obviously and traded for maybe the Ludicolo, I can't be outspeed Pelipper with my Marowak. There was pretty much no way I could have won that. So yeah, like hard rain is something that's really something that this team struggles against. Like water resist is Blastoise. Everything else pretty much goes down to a water boosted, well, rain boosted water type attack. So no matter what, like I don't feel like I have much of an out. I would have to make like every single read prediction and have like Hydro Pumps miss in order for it to go my way. Like this kind of rain, I can handle, I feel like. As we got a James Mirror. With the Mawile, Gothitelle, Politoed, the Ludicolo, the Hydreigon, and the Tapu Koko. So this is interesting. Because I feel like Blastoise plus Amoonguss. Like, we faced a team that's very similar to this before. I think I want to just go Blastoise, Amoonguss here with Hawlucha, Tapu Lele in the back. It's going to be interesting. I don't know whether my opponent's just going to bring the rain mode. If I recognize this team, one, it was a kind of a common Battle Spot doubles core in regular Sun and Moon. Also the fact it's also a, I believe, Paul Chua used it at a grassroots tournament in New Jersey, which got him 3rd place. I think he went undefeated in Swiss and didn't drop a game in Swiss. Gothitelle Mawile does lead. They always lead this against me. So Water Spout is looking very safe here, and Rage Powder. If I remember, they don't carry Taunt. Water Spout should 2 KO Mawile and Gothitelle. Like, my opponent's not really in the best position. Ludicolo could definitely come out here to give my opponent a better hand. Because I think Ludicolo would actually give my opponent a really good situation here. In my opinion, like, what you should bring in this matchup is always Gothitelle Mawile with, like, Ludicolo plus, like, one of the Pokemon in the back. I could see Koko in this matchup, you know, to prevent spores from my Amoonguss. I could see... I don't think I really see Hydreigon. I could see Politoed for a Parasong endgame. And yeah, I'm always going to switch out. Going to go into Ludicolo, which is fine. Actually, I think my Blastoise outspeeds Ludicolo by 1 point. So I might be able to Water Spout and knock out the Gothitelle afterward. And since I have a Payapa Bear, I'm not going to take much from Psychic / Psyshock. As Gothitelle protects. Okay, that's a really good play for my opponent. So I Rage Powder. Water Spout. Yeah, that was a really solid play by my opponent. And I do highly agree with it. Water Spout does not much to Ludicolo at all, who could probably just Giga Drain my Blastoise. Unless you're timid, you don't outspeed me. I'm gonna Water Spout here and Sludge Bomb. I'm gonna Sludge Bomb. There's no point in sporing Gothitelle yet. Although I really can't let Trick him get up either, but I feel like you might just double up the Amoonguss slot. The Water Spout's not a 2KO on Gothitelle, which I'm actually really surprised about. Energy Ball. That was not what I was expecting at all. Psyshock gonna come out into Amoonguss, but I do have that Berry. So some damage into Amoonguss. That really didn't do anything. Sludge Bomb's gonna come out. Should do like 40%. Luckily not Giga Drain. That almost knocked out Ludicolo. And Water Spout will be able to... Do I risk Water Spout KOing the Ludicolo? I don't think I do. I think I Scald. I think I always Scald. And I Spore the Gothitelle slot 100% of the time. Gothitelle's going to protect here, which I highly agree with because you don't want to get Spored yet. And Scald's going to come out in the Blastoise, into the Ludicolo, so Ludicolo goes down here. Nice. It's still tough, though. Like, if I lose Blastoise, I lose the best answer to my opponent's Mawile. Especially since Mawile can come out. Ironhead might be able to knock on Amoonguss at this range. I'm not exactly sure yet. Mawile's going to come out. I think I'm just going to go for Scald into the Mawile. pretty sure you just double up Amoonguss anyway, so I don't think Amoonguss is getting an attack off here. I'm gonna Rage Powder. He might try to Sucker Punch, which might give me like an opportunity to attack here. But I like, if Iron Head knocks out, it's already like, no matter what I do with Amoonguss, it's not gonna matter. And if I can redirect Sucker Punch, maybe it gets me something. And I'm pretty sure it's just Iron Head Side Shock or Iron Head Trick Room. Scald couldn't come out. If I can get the burn here, actually, maybe. Oh, I do get the burn. That's lucky. Side Shock into the Amoonguss. And I'm pretty sure that's Iron Head. That does a lot. But then again, oh, wow. Oh, I could have got Spore off. That's unfortunate for me. I think Mawile protects here, and Gothitelle just attacks. Okay, I think I just scalded them all no matter what, and Spore the... Yeah, no, I Rage Powder. No. Okay, no, he protects. That's fine. Sucker? Nice. Okay, so I get Scald off into the Mawile slot, which picks up the knockout. Yeah, the burn was really helpful there, because it allowed both my Pokemon to survive, but you know, that's Scald. That's what it's meant to do. I originally was going to use Water Pulse because 20% confusion plus some Mega Launcher boost, but it's not really that much power. The Politoed's going to come out. Parasong endgame still scary here, people. Rain is going to boost up his power. And unfortunately, I cannot switch, so I'll just Scald Gothitelle. And Spore the Gothitelle as well. Like, I'm not really... I don't really mind my position, to be honest. Scald's going to do a lot to Gothitelle in the rain. Oh, I don't... Oh, I forgot I could get the burn. Well, I'm pretty sure both my Pokemon are going down. I'm pretty sure it's like Scald plus Psyshock. That's what I would imagine coming out here. Scald into my Amoonguss. Yep. Gothitelle, I guess, could Trick Room. Then again, it's nothing I could do anyway, even if I made a different play. Yeah, Trick Room's going to go up. Okay. I'm gonna go into Tapu Lele here. This is such a... Actually, this is such a weird position. What's weird about this position... Okay, what's weird about this position is because Gothitelle can protect. This team carries Encore. What my opponent could do is protect the Gothitelle and go for like Scald into my Tapu Lele for a 2 KO. And what that does is if I protect Tapu Lele, trying to avoid the 2 KO from Scald, predicting the Gothitelle's protect, you can Encore me into protect, and then I'm in real big trouble. So I can't do that. I think the play I have to do is double up the Politoed with Scald plus Psychic. And even though I really don't want to do this play, I feel like I have to. Let's see, I think Gothitelle should always protect here. No, just Psyshocks. Which I don't think is going to knock out my Tapu Lele with Scald. I mean, we're especially defensive as heck because it's Tapu Lele, yeah. Burn, you know, payback for the other burn, so I don't mind. Scald's going to come out. That's still a good amount. Politoed in the rain, but I'm not sure if Psychic can pick up the knockout. We'll see. We saw it do 80% before. Okay, it does. That should secure the game then. Actually not really. There's a Hawlucha in the back. Psyshock is gonna KO thanks to the terrain. And I definitely protect my Blastoise here. I protect Moonblast. Yeah, because I can't let Blastoise go down here. As Gothitelle's gonna protect, which is fine. The reason I can't let Blastoise go down here is because if I let Blastoise go down here, you Psyshock into my Blastoise, you're able to live Moonblast plus like... Did you get burned? Yeah, you got burned to Gothitelle. So like, if you live a few more burn turns, which I don't think you do actually now that I'm thinking about it, like, you just Psyshock my Hawlucha and then you win the game. Because I lost my Blastoise and then I don't have Protect on Hawlucha. So yeah. Hawlucha... You have to attack my Blastoise 100%. You should know Hawlucha doesn't have Protect here. or assume that you don't Hawlucha doesn't have protect, so you have to Psyshock Blastoise. I'm gonna Scald here and Acrobatics 100%. I really hope this picks up the KO. I think it should. This Gothitelle looks really especially defensive. I don't think it has much in physical defense. But basically, I needed 2 Pokemon alive, so Hawlucha, like, I couldn't get a 1v1 situation because I lose the 1v1 situation, so I have to get it, like, yeah. I have to get it to where he's forced to pick up a knock. That doesn't knock out Hawlucha. It's lucky terrain. Let's go, Hawlucha. Skull should just finish off the Gothitelle, and even if it didn't, the burn, plus I had Protect. Hawlucha. Okay. You're putting in some work. So I did get lucky in that game. Not gonna lie, Scald Burn really did save me there. 30% chance though, and you know my opponent's using rain anyway, so I'm pretty sure you're used to having like 30% chance Scald Burns. The one on Lele, obviously, I mean it kind of hurt, but it didn't really matter too much. Like I feel like it, like no matter what, I had the game almost pretty much secured at that point, as long as I did pick up the knockout on Politoed, which I did. I don't know, like I feel like, okay, maybe I should have anticipated. It's because of the game I played before, like the last battle I played against that kind of team. The thing they did, like, I definitely agree with the first turn. That's what you should do in that situation. But like the last opponent didn't even bring Ludicolo. But I shouldn't assume that. Maybe I should just went for a Sludge Bomb. As we have our last opponent from France, 1583 rating. I hope we can go positive in this episode. Come on, what's with the heavy rain teams? My team actually stinks against these heavy rain teams. Oh lord, this is gonna be the end of me, isn't it? Well, it's not too bad. There's no like Specs Kingdra or anything, so it's not like the damage output is gonna be like too crazy. Still though, like what's with these teams? Okay. Hawlucha. I actually like Blastoise in this matchup. I kinda need Amoonguss. Oh, jeez, this is gonna be tough. I think I have Blastoise and Marowak in the back. Blastoise actually looks good in this game, which is why I'm thinking Blastoise is a decent call. Although now that I'm looking at it, maybe not. Maybe not. I might have made a mistake. Although maybe my opponent doesn't lead Swampert plus Pelipper because it might just not be able to knock out my Amoonguss. Well, it depends on the set. If it has Ice Punch, it does. If it has just Rock Slide or... Well, if it fires off Earthquake, I'm pretty sure Earthquake plus Hurricane knocks out Amoonguss anyway, so there's not really any point. I guess maybe the lead I should have done was Amoonguss plus Landorus, which actually covers a lot on my opponent's team, other than the Tornadus. Tornadus could be a threat, especially since... I don't know if it's going to be Acrobatics plus Seed or Tailwind Hurricane. We'll see here. I don't like how this looks so far though. I mean, it's definitely better than like the first team he played against, but come on, what's with heavy rain? I know rain is so good in this meta, but come on. Okay, Ludicolo plus the Pelipper. Acrobatics actually just KOs Ludicolo in one shot if people didn't know. I can't let my opponent get Tailwind up. I think I just taunt the Pelipper because I don't want Tailwind going up. Hurricane shouldn't knock out my Hawlucha. Well, I think it's a roll actually, depending on its set. But if he Tailwinds, then Ludicolo's faster than my entire team, and that's really scary to deal with. So I'll just taunt the Pelipper here in Acrobatics. Too bad Hawlucha. Maybe I should probably put Protect over Encore. Like Encore has helped in some games, but against these rain teams, it's like so frustrating that like I have to risk maybe Hawlucha turn 1. Oh my lord, my opponent risked it. You don't. Gone! Don't underestimate Hawlucha. This actually does so much damage here. And I get a taunt off. Great. I get rid of the biggest threat to my team potentially, especially for my Blastoise in the back. Hurricane's gonna come out. That shouldn't KO. I got maybe a high roll. I know that's a roll because I looked it up. That's a bit unfortunate. I'm gonna go into Blastoise here though. That's a bit unfortunate, but you know, not the worst case scenario. I'm gonna go into Blastoise here as Giraffron's gonna come out. Here's where it gets tricky. Definitely where it gets tricky. I think we just Water Spout plus Psychic into the Pelipper since it can't protect here, and I got a lot of damage off and probably pick up a KO on anything on my opponent's team really. And even like Frothorn can pick up one knockout, can't pick up both. I also have my Marok in the back. And like it's too risky to protect and attack, because if I do that, like I'm in a bad position. If I get the wrong slot targeted, I mean I'm in a fantastic position if I do, but I'm like in such a bad position if it doesn't work out that way. So I'd rather just Water Spout and Psychic, get as much damage as I can as possible. Because it puts Frothorn in range of Flare Blitz, and I should be able to knock out Pelipper here. If it's Sash Pelipper, like this is the best play. If it's not, then protecting Blastoise was probably the play here. Psychic gonna go out into the Pelipper. It is Sash though, so we do confirm that. And are you timid? Or is the special defense, which doesn't really matter. Yeah, you're modest, okay. Like you have to be modest because timid doesn't get the KO. Oh my lord. Okay, that was a crit. I was just about to say that Water Spout did a bit too much there. Gyro Ball, okay. And also Frothorn should be locked into Gyro Ball now. Which means it probably can't beat my Blastoise. Well, that's assuming if it's banded. But it's not leftovers, it might be banded. That's the most common for Frothorn. Right now in Battle Spot, actually, it's like over 50%. Tornadus is gonna come out. This is gonna make it a bit of an interesting game here. I'm just gonna Water Spout and what is this Flying Z? I don't think it is. I think it would be Z move Ludicolo. Could be Flying though. That would actually be really sick. Doesn't really do anything to my Marok though. I'm just gonna Shadow Bone plus Water Spout. Like for Frothorn, if it is banded, can't really do much. And even then, like if it isn't, it can't really touch Marok. So as long as I get rid of Tornadus, I feel like I'm safe here. Man. I'm really surprised my opponent just led Ludicolo and risked it turn 1 though. It worked out though. Hurricane's just gonna come out, so are you Specs? Target down Marok. That did nothing. Well, I am especially defensive, and Tornadus doesn't have the best special attack stat in the world. Water Spout actually just knocks out both of them. Wow. Mega Blastoise, calm down. Like, these are the kind of games that I was kind of hoping for. Like, games where once I get the rain up, Mega Blastoise does so much damage with the Water Spout to pick up the knockout. That's kind of what this team was kind of like meant to feature around, because when I did use the Rain Dance Mega Blastoise team that was on the Driftbloom Lele team in the Battle Spot Doubles series that I did for Sun and Moon, it was just really impressive how much damage. Like, as you've seen so far, like it really hasn't done much in general without that rain, because you can see the damage that it lacks. It's just not that great, but overall when it gets the rain up, oh watch out, that thing's gonna nuke a team. But thank you all for watching today's episode. I really hope we don't face more rain teams, because yeah, this team really doesn't like playing against like multiple rain users, Swift Swim users. I feel like it's really hard for that matchup, and yeah, it's just like really in my opponent's favor. I mean, I'm not saying it's unwinnable, of course. It's definitely winnable, but I have to have like a lot of odds going the way. I have to lay the perfect predictions, and there are going to be a lot of risks that I would have to take, and yeah. Just not sure, like I would be able to risk that much every single turn, because that's how I feel like I would have to play against Rain. It kind of shows how strong Rain can be and why it's so popular in this format, because it can just put on so much pressure, especially if you don't have a really solid way to deal with it. Like, I have pressure against a Ludicolo, but I don't have pressure against like a lot of the other members. Like, I do have pressure against Swampert, I guess, with the Amoonguss, but I don't think Amoonguss KOs Swampert, actually, even with times for a Giga Drain. But thank you all for tuning in today's episode of VGC 2018 Baek Battles. If you did, please leave a like down below, show us your support, as well as you can check out my other stuff, such as my social medias down below. You can always check out the rest of my stuff, which will be linked down below in the description. And as always, have a good day, people. I will catch you around in another video.